Hello and welcome to the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg, Austria. It's the second round of the EERC British Touring Car Championship. Once again, we follow on Grand Prix circuits, and this is one of the best. Whether you call it the Österreich Ring, the A1 Ring, or the new name of the Red Bull Ring, short track racing is always the class of the field. Welcome to the end of the practice, getting ready for qualifying. And it's a little bit overcast. The chance of rain is increasing minute by minute. Up here in the commentary box, we've all been taking a look at the weather radar, which is just outside the circuit. There's a large spot of rain just blowing in as well. It could hit, I'm thinking, more to around the start of race 2, which means it's going to be very interesting as, of course, we've got the results from the first race. But in practice right now, it's Arda Erkan is fastest, a 134.235. Got 4/10 over Mike Bell in second as well. So the stars at Silverstone still proving that they've got quicker situations here at the Red Bull Ring. Alongside me in the commentary box once again is Thomas, and Nick's with us in sort of an expert role as we see Vajek going off at turn 1. Good evening to you, Thomas. You doing well?
Good evening. Doing very well. Very excited to be watching this race again, especially after seeing what happened last time out in Silverstone with those 3 crazy races, with a lot of stuff happening, a lot of collisions. Very excited for this one.
One of the men who was in that field and driving and was causing quite a bit of carnage in race 2 as well is Nick Homewood. Hello, Nick. You doing okay? Nice to have you up in the box for race 2. Internet issues preventing you from racing, but it's always fun having you up in the box.
Oh, yeah, I was excited to be racing until about 2 minutes ago, but hey-ho, such is life. It's going to be exciting to watch anyway.
Oh, and Louis Hartley is going straight on and taking the Bosch curve in the old corner. Chris English at 8th across the line in the end of practice. Still, it's Arda Erkan though, 134.235. That's the time to beat going forward. At the moment, though, air temperature, that's at 20 degrees. Track temperature is at 38. So if that starts to come down, we'll inform you throughout the session as well. But the clouds just coming over the top of the mountains, which is always alarming and always sort of like makes you jump. But wonderful circuit, the Red Bull Ring. And Thomas, we saw a great race here a couple of weeks ago in Formula 1 as the rain playing a factor there in the sprint race. And it's a pretty much a lottery if we get rain at this track, isn't it? I think we're going to be in for quite a good entertainment evening of touring car action.
Well, the most nerve-wracking thing will be, is there rain coming? Will the rain, if there's rain, will it dry off enough to go on dry tires? Especially during qualifying, you will see those guys go out early and try to set quick lap times as soon as possible, so that in case the rain actually comes, they have their time in it. They are safe for the rest of the session.
And Nick, you know the starting weights and everything that you've been sent in as well to also be in the comms box. I've got it here as well. The ballast, of course, that get carried over from the first event as well. So we've got cars coming in with maximum new people in as well. But are we going to see the option tyre use sort of become irrelevant throughout the field as well? So that softer compound, if it does rain, you say you use it in race 1 and it rains in race 2 and race 3, you've elected to use the harder tyre in that race, so you're going to have a benefit by effectively being on the wets. So you lose the disadvantage of having to use the slower tyre.
Yeah, so rain is definitely going to play a factor in that. The rule is if there's a wet race there, and that was the race you chose to run the softs in, you lose your soft tyres. You can't use them in a different race. Same if it's a race that goes wet into dry. So if everyone needs to pit for dry tyres, then you can't pit and go onto the softs if you didn't choose the softs that race. You have to go onto the mediums. So it's going to be interesting if there is rain to see how that affects the grid and the field.
Track temperature is now at 41, by the way, ambient at 20. So we're into the qualifying procedure. Everyone in individual service to do their qualifying runs so they don't trip over each other. They'll come back together for the race, and the Hunter Birch simulation of Mike Bell just out there on the circuit. And I know everybody loves it when we, self-promote as mine and Ed Hunter's team there as well. And Thomas is one of the drivers. But I suppose, Nick, you could always help with into the points as well and coming in with everything else going on. So you'll be fine.
Yeah, we're me and Pascal. We've got our own bias, so together we'll cover off both.
You're in the
events.
final Vons, of course. That's why I'm
Yes.
going. I don't know why I said it's the points, because they're first on the board with Arda Erkan as well. But yes, Pascal, I believe Pascal's doing both, isn't he? Is he in the... I can't know. Pascal's not racing today, is he?
He's our cameraman.
No, he's our cameraman. Hello, Pascal, by the way, just in the background, watching on. So lap times begin then, uphill towards turn one. A little bit of sunshine, I'm noticing, getting a bit of a reflection on the track, which is always good. Look how hard they're braking as well. A lot of exit curves. No track limits, though, I don't think we have to contend with. Presumably, Nick, it's the same rule.
So note here, there's no automatic track limits, but if anyone's abusing the track limits, I'm going to go and check all the laps after the race. And if anyone's gone over the line, they're not getting any points in race one.
And Thomas, how hard is it, as well as a big snap from Mike Bell at the rear coming through turn three? How hard is it to see the track limits at this track? Because it is uphill quite a lot. The elevation change is mighty. So from a stock car point of view, how hard is it to judge the limit on this track?
Oh, it's very difficult, that's for sure. You have your basically the same corners as in Formula 1, which are problems, turn 1 and the last two turns, which I don't think it's much of a difference watching from a Formula 1 car and watching from a stock car like this, a touring car. Will be quite interesting to see what those drivers will be doing regarding track limits, and I think everyone is best... I can't remember the word.
Mike Bell's had a really scruffy lap here. He's completely off the track on every other situation as well. Drifting through three parts of the circuit and now just about keeps it together. He'll set our benchmarker and it is a 1:35.051, but Arda Erkan's already fastest in the second sector. So is Jonathan Jones. I think he's coming to the pit lane to back out. Here across that, Hartley goes top, 1:34.5. So already 0.535 quicker to Mike Bell. Tibor Kiss in third. Chris English is fourth. Michael Steffel in fifth. Jonathan Jones sixth, but has returned to the pit lane. Jeffrey Ellis is seventh. Luca Gray eighth. And that was... as well, moving up. That's going to be Zoltan Steigler as well in fourth position moving up. So good there from Zolt. But looking further down, we're seeing dropping times now, unfortunately, for Oliver Harteg, who's now dropping down. And is that Oliver Newman as well? Just 2 seconds off the pace. Wow. So a lot of people struggling. I think, Thomas, on the opening lap here, as is the Andy Horton go up into fifth place, a lot of people struggling to get to grips, which is surprising. They've just had half-hour practice session.
Probably tires being cold with those sorts of cars, needing another lap to get the tires up to temperature. So I think we'll see the times dropping like we did in Silverstone, where they got something like 2 seconds quicker over the course of the session.
Looks to be okay so far. Schumann into the last corner. This is a good lap. This is what I mean, looking good so far. Now, 1:34.5 is the time to beat as he exits the Red Bull Mobile up towards the line. And it is a 1:35.924. Puts him inside the top 9. Mike Bell to the top. Fastest second sector of anyone. Puts it a 1:34.180. 3/10 quicker than Louis Hartley. So good time. And everyone now up there on the blue compound tyre, which I believe would be the primary tyre option, Nick, on that one. And then the green would be the option.
They'll all be on the soft.
Right. Remember that. Blue then would be option in this instance. So then green would be the primary. It's hard to tell because we've got Race View, which gives us the information, but the tyres don't give us, like the O for option, P for prime. They just give us a tyre colour and we've got to work out what that means. And it always changes across the series we cover. Here's James smashing it out now, just coming out the last corner. He stayed up into start lap time. Here's Michael Steffel then. First sector looks good. Smash Gale goes up to 19th place, 6 seconds off. And I think, Thomas, as well, this is looking quite good for Michael. First sector, fastest to 40.699. And the car looking beautifully controlled as he comes around the Vorch curve.
Well, he should cross the second sector line any time now, so then we will see how good the second sector is. But There it is. 4 times down.
Ooh, that's a lot of lost time. Is that going to be with tyre pressures, as you said earlier? The temperature's not up there, the pressure's wrong, or is it just going to be like lacking of speed?
It's difficult to judge, having not seen his lap. So it might be tires, it might also be maybe a driver mistake as he goes to third fastest.
He picked it back up in that third sector, wow.
Which isn't even a personal best sector for him, so he can go even quicker.
Okay, so watch out for the Into the Points Racing red of Michael Steffel, then going into third place. That was very impressively done to pick it up in that third sector. So, yeah, as you say, Thomas can go faster. Louis Hartler is going to try and go faster in the Fine Avon Motorsport. The green team as well. Got number 1 on the cars. He comes up through the kink and 2 into turn 3. This is Remus. Heavy on the brakes. 60.4 metre elevation change from the bottom to the top of the hill. Drop down now. Sochless Gold is turn 4. Light on the brakes, then hard down. Flick the car in towards the right, and it's sort of got a mini dip in the middle part of the track that very much helps you get round in a Formula car, and I think it's helping just as much with a touring car, but it's just a little correction needed, Thomas, as well, to sort of keep stable through the mid part.
Oh, still quickest in the first sector, so he seems to have it figured out.
It's a 40.654. Mike Bell set a first sector time of a 40.804. So right now, Hartley's a 10.5 up on the competition. So this should be fastest overall. And they're going to keep pushing it out of the last 2 corners. This is the Jochen Rinko, named after the only posthumous world champion in Formula 1. Then into the last corner. This is the Red Bull Mobile. Little bit of a spark fly. Then shoot it down towards the line. Is it quicker than a 134.180 across the line? Now it's a 134.2. So it is quicker, but stays second place because Mike Bell's gone a bit faster as well. 30 thousandths between them. That's not bad at all, is it? Mike Bell and Louis Hartley separated by 30 thousandths of a second. I think that's unbelievable, Thomas. It's brilliant. It's Luca Craig goes 11th.
It just shows how good those drivers are with those cars and how much they are able to get out of these cars to be that close and at the same time be half a second up on the next driver. Very impressive stuff from those two.
Scott Cervic into 6th, 134.821 with 6 minutes to go in qualifying. And looking all good. Ellis back in the pit lane. He's P8. Chris Hood 16th. And several cars. And Nathan Howe just coming out of the pit lane, as is Davide Zanini as well. Thomas Abascal still in there, as is Savagné in 18th, Hood in 16th, Jeffrey Ellis in 8th, so 4 cars still in the pit lane. We're seeing green sector times coming across, but nobody's setting purple sector times. Track temperature at 40 degrees, ambient temperature at 20, so it's dropping a little bit from what it was earlier on, so just keep an eye on that for the weather. So actually take a look at the weather radar in a second. Let's take a look. Yeah, that rain's coming in still slowly, but it's coming. So I'm thinking race 2 would probably be effective. If you're wondering why we're looking at the real life weather forecasts, it's because R Factor 2 uses the real weather. So we've got to keep an eye on it to see if it rains or not. Mike Bell, though, is up in sectors 1 and 2 as he approaches the line. Fastest first sector, fastest second sector. Does he go the full trio? No, he's actually 2 tenths down and doesn't improve on that last lap time. Lost a lot of time in sector 3, which is the last 2 corners on the track there. And he's going to go out again for another run with 2 minutes to go. That'll probably be his last run out the pit lane. Nick, if it does rain going into race 1 as well, like midway through the race, they can obviously pit for wet tyres.
They can, yes, but it'll be absolute carnage in the pit lane.
Didn't that happen at Thruxton one year? For us, I think last or this season before.
Alton Park, and he said Alton Towers. Alton Park last season was wet, and there was that Sao Paulo race where we had a monsoon.
Oh yes, you won that.
Second.
Yes, yeah. What? I thought you won one of the races.
No, Liam won that. Liam Runts.
Oh.
That was.
Oh wait, no, you won the next one when I wasn't here.
I can't remember. I don't think I won any.
You did. No, you won something because I know I missed a round and you won a race, and I came back and you were in the box, and I couldn't believe you won. I can't remember what it was now. This is where Ed Hunter would come in handy with his brain, but he's disappeared. Nick Howard can't remember winning a race, everybody. Come on, Nick, it doesn't happen that often. Surely you can remember one. Okay, we've got 3:30 to go in this session. Everyone's just out there on their initial banker lap times as well. As Schumann goes a little bit wide coming to the watch curves. The camera has a little bit of a jostle. Considering it's there you go, the speed camera's going through it. So there must have been another car following into that last corner. Chris English back into the pit lane, now coming back out. And Schumann's been down in all three sectors. Really, the car stepping out a little bit much as well. So Schumann's got a lot of work to do from P7. If that's going to be his final qualifying position, you get another 2 laps at this rate to go through.
So at the minute, it's looking like rear-wheel drive domination. But just bear in mind that the current, probably the fastest front-wheel drive cars, which are Chris English, Jeffrey Ellis, have all got maximum ballast on.
Yes, ballast for race 1 as well, the 75 kilograms. That's going to be for Wild as well, who's got 75 kilograms, 66 for Arda Erkan, 75 for Bradley Sellers and Chris English, 75 for Davide Zanini as well, 57 kilograms for Jeffrey Ellis, for Cruz, 75. Carl Benton, 75. Luca Gray, 75. Matt Richards, 48 kilograms. Matthew Williams is on 75. Mike Bell only got 9 kilograms. That's why he's up there in top place at the moment. Nathan Howard, 75. Nick Cohenwood, you're not racing, mate. So you only had 15, but
I love a few burgers.
Yeah, go eat some burgers, put some 15 kilograms on. We'll just strap a weight to you, to be fair. That might be all right. Looking through, Oliver Hartog is on 75 kilograms. Oliver Newman, 75. Peter Schumann, 21. Roy Seafick on 75. Scott Sovic, 33. Thomas Brand, 75. Tibor Kiss, 27. Thomas Abascal, 75. And everybody else has got no ballast. Presumably, Nick, the 75s because they're racing for the first time this weekend.
Exactly, yeah. Quite a lot of people couldn't make the first round, so they're doing their first race here. And if you do your first race, you get 75 kilos for quali and race 1.
Yeah. So that's going to be a lot changed later on. If anybody wants to work with the Olympic Broadcasting Services, by the way, LinkedIn have just sent me a job offer, so I'll sign up for that. I could do some Olympics. How do I request the volleyball, the beach volleyball? That's what I'll do that. Very much enjoy that. There's a Michael McIntyre joke coming in the moment when I say that the women's I also enjoyed. As Jonathan Jones comes across the DC. Yeah, there you go. Jonathan Jones comes across the line, stays in 9th position as well. So not going to improve on that delta time. 40 seconds left of the session then. Here's Roy Seafit. 15th at the moment. Oh, up in that. No. Correction. Down in that first sector by 0.248. I saw a green and what I thought was a minus, but no, it's a plus. So a lot more delta.
Fastest of anyone in the first sector by 2.5 tenths.
Where's he found that? Now, where on earth has he found 2.5 tenths? Can he keep it?
Let's hope he found it within the white lines.
Oh, he's not gone off there.
Out of the white lines.
Never mind, he's gone off. I'll be interested to see if his second sector is going to be anywhere near it. You might just be on the bubble.
Jonathan Jones also 2.5 tenths up in the first sector. So something has happened in the first sector that they have quite a lot of grip, and he bins it as well.
Oh, the watch curve. It's providing everybody. Checker flags out, by the way. Michael Steffel is out. Vajek's out. Schumann's out. Jones. Stanex, Novak, Harteg, Horton, Hood, Cruz, Zanini, Newman, Erkan, they're all out. Sovic, 2. And Tibor Kiss goes 3rd. Oh, fastest 3rd sector, that's why. Moves in a 10.5. Boxes.
Joshua Birch, your car seems to be on pole. How's that?
How do I go not gloating?
Just do it. Let it out. Show the people that you care about your team.
To be fair, that is a mighty good performance. 30 thousandths of a second to Louis Hartley.
Chris English goes up to 5th.
And that's Now we've got Rory Seifert still in 16th. He's the last one on a lap time. Everybody else has sort of finished it and come back into the pit lane. So can Rory do anything? That's 41-1 first sector. Slightly quicker than Oliver Harteg in the other Hunter Birch simulation. Let's see if we can just keep it through. Oh, yeah, I think that's,
the right lines.
yeah, that's the Charles Leclerc line, and he knows it. Cross the line now. Lost the lap time. Make sure he doesn't go faster as well. So it's Mike Bell on pole, as you say. That is brilliant for Hunter Birch Simulation as well to take pole position. We had a good look at Silverstone as well, so I'm sure Ed is going to be happy because I'm very happy about it as well up here in the commentary box. So, pole position for Mike Bell. Louis Hartley starts in second position. 30 thousandths of a second separate the top two. Tibor Kiss is in third place. Michael Steffel is fourth. Chris English in fifth. Scott Sovic is sixth. Jeffrey Ellis is seventh. Peter Schumann eighth. Gabor Vaja is in ninth. And Jonathan Jones rounds out the top 10. Zolt Stanex is in 11th with Luca Gray 12th. William Nomax is 13th. Oliver Hartag is in 14th. Thomas Abascal 15th. Roy Seifert in 16th. Andy Horton 17th. Chris Hood 18th. Jaden Cruz as well is in 19th. Davide Zanini is in 20th position. Thomas Avagne, 21st. Nathan Howard, 22nd. Oliver Newman, 23rd. James Vastegale in 24th. And Arden Erkan is down in 25th position after looking so good at Silverstone. It's not looking good here.
Well, something has to happen with him. He doesn't have any time. So, I don't know, Nick, is there any penalty for him that he couldn't set a lap, that he wasn't allowed?
It looked like he had a few disconnects during the session.
Very unfortunate for Erkan.
So he's going to be fighting for the reverse grid pole then. That is at the end of race 2. Is our information that we need to be seeing.
The problem is with that, he's got nearly maximum ballast and he's starting at the back.
That's true. So he's going to be so slow as well. And that's
unfortunate for the driver.
That is really bad because Arda Erkan was, I think, one of the surprising factors from Silverstone 2 weeks ago. We're into the warm-up session. By the way, 10 minutes.
Just take a few seconds and then we'll skip it. Just got a few people with some problems.
No worries. We can take as long or as short as we like as we come into the podcast. So then, predictions. Who's going to do well in that next race? I'm biased, so I can't say anything. So's Nick, I presume. So, Thomas, I know you drive for me, but...
Well, technically, I drive for Tom Dillon, and
That's true.
Your team has basically as a reserve driver, but I drove for you, so...
That's true. So,
yeah. Well,
where's Pascal? Because even he's biased. Okay.
I think we're all a bit biased in here.
Yeah.
And you know, I think I make myself a bit unpopular now, and I'll say that I don't think that maybe the pole guy will actually win it. We have seen in Silverstone that the grids can go crazy and they can do so much stuff, and they all want to win. They all want to get towards the championship lead and maybe actually lead it after the last race.
I think it's race 1. I don't want to see a walk away like we did at Silverstone, because race 2, if you remember back then, as you said, that was so crazy with race 2.
I was about to say we can have both options of also that happening. We saw it. There has to be proof.
Race 3 was just literally like a nuclear bomb here. That was so crazy.
Everything happened everywhere. So
Nick
let's hope.
Nick led at one point, didn't you?
Not quite. As I was clicking move to next race was when my internet dropped out, so there was a bit of a delay there.
Oh no. Okay, not too bad then. Anyway, we're underway. How many laps is this one going to be then? 17 minutes in total. How many laps do you reckon?
1 minute 30 per lap. So someone who's good at maths.
I will say 10 laps max.
Yeah, 10, 12, something like that.
That's really putting the mathematical skill on 13? Top. I'm going with that. 13 sounds more logical, doesn't it? So, almost ready. Can I just say, by the way, great work here by Pascal. He's desperately trying to find the best angle for the start lights. I know that's what he's doing, because on our side of this game is quite hard to get the lights right. I think we'll have to stick with that one, Pascal. I think that's the best one you're going to get, because it's Yeah, it's so tricky to get into it as well. We'll go. Do you know, every time Formula One do this, you know, the backwards light. Oh, hang on, never mind. Lights are coming on. Lights out, race on. Look at that. Brilliant launch from P4 on the grid. That's going to be Chris English up there on the inside as well. Great getaway. He's going to be on the outside line. Got 3 cars coming into the middle of turn number 1. They all get through cleanly. Very good call on the lights. It's very, very quick. There's been debris in the middle of the road. And it's Mike Bell who's held the lead, but coming up towards Remus. Is that going to be the same story? Timur Kiss looking on the inside as well of Louis Hartley. That's not going to pay off there. 3 wide, going in as well. 4, 6, 7, 8. There's a little bit of contact as Jones goes through. Steffel comes in as well. Schumann now getting into the mix of things. I think Michael Steffel's on a spin. Yes, and there's cars backwards everywhere. And it's up into order go. Oh, it's carnage. It's absolute carnage. There's about 7 cars who are backwards on the back straight away towards turn number 4. It's still side by side. Look at Pascal. He's on the inside line now coming into the braking zone. He's gone through already. And so has one of the other Hunter Birch simulation cars of Oliver Newman. So very crazy start, Thomas. I think 7 cars now drop right to the back. Yeah, Cruz from downwards.
Well, and with all that happening, Ada Erkan is already up to 17. And I saw after turn 1 he was up to 19 already.
What a crazy getaway.
Make it for turn 2. It's amazing.
No. I think, Nick, as well, that was almost a restart, wasn't it? That was how bad it got the top of the hill. Everyone just tripping over each other.
I didn't actually see what happened because guess what? My internet cut out.
Oh, right. Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to interrupt you because look at this up towards turn number 1 and Nicky Lauda curve. Hartley's got the inside line. It's going to go lay on the brakes. Bell's going to try and now brake him. He's done so, but that's going to leave him vulnerable at the exit. Look at Hartley adjusting the steering angle to get a better exit, and he's got the run coming out. Up now, the Kinkan 2. That is mainly there for MotoGP, despite the fact they have a chicane now, so it should change, but guess what? It doesn't. Up towards 3 at Remus, and Harley locks up, nearly hits the back of Bell, and here comes Kiss into it. To catch you up, basically, Nick, on that one, everybody went zip, 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 whoop, whoop, bing, and bang.
Probably expected. Pascal, could we have the lap timer, please? Thank you.
Yeah, that's what caught me out as well, because I saw the lights coming on. I was looking to see the timer count and it wasn't there. So that's how quickly we went green. Drivers would have got to that battle soon. Look at Mike Bell, though, leading this race. Gap 0.2 of a second as, oh, little bit of a wiggle there from Hartley there as well, Thomas. And that nearly put him onto the gravel, coming through turn 6 now into the Votch curve. And Hartley's he's keeping up with Bell. Bell only with 9 kilograms of ballast, remember. Hartley, looking at it, I don't think has got that much. I'm trying to have a look on our timing screens. No, I can't see him.
Well, what I also saw from there, if it seems to be a bit difficult. Very oversteering out of the last corner, Hartley. Seems to be a bit difficult to keep a car on the road in like dirty air. Seems to be a bit of a problem because the way Hartley oversteered all the time, it's
Ellis was
normal to me.
Ellis was trying to go for a move on the inside there, didn't work out, so still caught back together. Up the hill we go then towards turn 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Battle for 6 and 7. So it's Ellis and Steffel. And Steffel's going to go around the outside. Can he get the move done in the braking zone? No. Because back up the inside comes Ellis. And off the track goes Hartley. Wow, just a little bit of off the track. There's Ellis and Steffel's battle. They're still staying side by side. Steffel's going to go on the outside now. Ellis on the inside line, coming towards Sochless Gold. And that's a very tight line to try and make it sting. One little lock up, but it could cost them both. Ellis just stays on the inside, and rightly so, Steffel backs out of it. But Hartley rode the curve there, Thomas, at the top of the hill, and he's lost in that crucial 2 tenths that he gained on Bell on the previous lap.
Yeah. If you ride the curb, your car just bottom out on the curb, and then you can count yourself lucky if you don't insta-spin in this game when you hit the sausage. Which he didn't.
Yeah, we've seen that before, haven't we? Oh, Ardo Erkan's up to 13th place. And all that melee, he started at the back. He's up to 13th, and he's now going to go side by side as well. We've got Seifert on the inside. Horton's coming up there as well. Oh, that's brave from Horton. That's going to be very, very late into turn 9. And he's got... No, there's the contact. And he did... Oh, and off the track, unfortunately, goes Seafit as well. But Ardo Erkan stays ahead. And I think Horton's just using it as a battering ram.
The rain is edging closer on the radar.
And that's good for everyone on the option tyres, by the way, because that means they're going to be benefiting in race 2 and race 3 from not using their hard compounds.
Yep.
Well, let's actually wait and see if the rain comes and how the game will...
Oh, Hartley's through.
Hartley's through! That's on the inside. Bell's taking him back! So Hartley tried to go on the inside line. That's what I think brought out the yellow flag. I think they ran off the track together. So Bell's back through and Hartley's come back.
Wow. Those two already fighting like they're fighting for the championship or something there, but with the weekend Hartley had in Silverstone, I can understand that he's just wants to get in and get the results and defend his championship.
So Tibor Kiss is just sort of standing at the back. Hartley's done a 135.118, and are you ready for this? Mike Bell's last lap time, 135.119. There's a thousandth difference between them. You can't write it. You cannot write this stuff. It is just tight between the pair of them. Bell's taking the tighter lines. Hartley's drifting the car through more. And getting close to those track limits is Tibor Kiss at the exit of turn number 10 at Red Bull Mobile. There's Michael Steffel now in the black front, red rear livery of the Into the Points Racing Red. Car number 27. Ahead of him is Chris English. Behind him, Jeffrey Ellis. Oh, and Ellis goes a little bit wide. And Steffel thinks about him at the inside. Yeah, he's going to get through there by ease by Remus. And is Jeffrey Ellis going to have a little look there? What would you do, Thomas? Would you send it up the inside?
Yes. Seeing how close they are. Obviously they touch because it's touring cars and you have to touch.
That's the best advent for touring cars ever.
And he's through.
And this is Arda Erkan up into 10th position. Started 25th, already in. As out of the race goes James Smashergale. So, that's really unfortunate for James. Out of the race. Oh, big lockup as well. And that's going to come from Hood, who hits the side of Erkan into Sochna's Gold. Huge lockup on the inside front right. And just sort of just dragged him in as like a magnet into the side of Erkan's car.
I wouldn't actually be so sure if there was actual contact there. Very close between those two. And Erkan, with great awareness, saw him coming, saw him outbraking himself there and left the space for him. Very great awareness.
There's Davide Zanini now as well in 17th position. Back to Steffel, who's going to go on the inside, this time challenging Scott Sovic over 4th position. Can't get the move quite done. Bell's done a 1:34.873, fastest first sector. Louis Hartley took the fastest second sector though. So 6 tenths the gap between them now. Now 5 tenths. It changes per mini sector. And there's just a little bit of bollard damage, isn't there, in the middle of the track there? Oh no, it's some writing. Never mind, it says 15 on it.
What happens to the best?
As I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up knocking down the bull statue by the end of this.
And that's a great move on the inside from Steffel.
And Sovic goes for the switchback into the corner. Great move by him, as he will pull in front on the straight and then just be on the inside from the next corner and keep the place, hopefully.
Late. Steffel's going to keep him around the outside. Sovic doesn't want to let it go. Oh!
Ooh.
That's going to benefit Jeffrey Ellis now. Huge snap as well from Steffel, and Ellis slips through for a position. Bit of a freebie there. Look at this. English coming in now.
Well, as he was trying to gain a position, he lost one.
That's often how it goes here at the Red Bull Ring. It's that type of track, isn't it? The short track. It's the same with IndyCar on ovals as well. On short track racing, you get out the draft, you lose several positions, and it's the same on this track. It's got similar characteristics. We go on about the Shakir circuit being a Formula One oval style. This is proper short track racing here at the Red Bull Ring. This is what we love about this track. And look at the front now. Hartley's gained back the time. And he's done a 1:34.644, and he's practically
Whoa.
pushing Bell through one.
Very close. Nearly became a bump and run there.
I love the bump and run as well. That's pretty much what we're going to be seeing now. Now Hartley, if he's smart, Nick, won't be going for the move just yet. He wants to stay in second as long as possible.
Yeah, last lap wonder is what you want, and that way he can't get you back. So, what was Stefan Ellis is still fighting?
And he's still in the middle at the moment. Ellis just now dropping further back, but gets a little bit of a run. And here comes Michael Steffel to the outside of Scott Sovic in towards turn number 4. Late. Nope. Go on.
He'll for sure try.
Get the cut back. He's going to go in deep. Break the car. Oh, Ellis was there to capitalise if there was a mistake. So these guys are playing their own rule book here. It's brilliant.
Well, this time Steffel didn't do a mistake, so he actually gets to keep the position he gained.
Yes, he's got back ahead of Ellis, as you say, actually. It's a good point. I didn't spot that. YouTube reminded me of that factor. A little bit of a curb there. Oh, hang on. Ellis going to try something. Look at that. 4th. Oh, yellow sector 2. Can't see why. No. Vajek has dropped down to 22nd. Dropped 2 places.
Yeah, going very slow from what it looked like, or maybe even standing. As you now see the leaders, 2 tenths between them.
This
What
will
will
be
they do? Very close through turn 1. A little bit of a mistake for Hartley. He will try to get the draft up the hill and then maybe send it down the inside, but I don't think he can do it.
I don't think so either. It's too far back to have a go here at this point of the track. Oh, never mind. Look at this. This is unbelievable. We've got Sovic in 4th, Ellis 5th. Steffel's been forced to the outside line, and Steffel's going to lose out here. Well, 4 abreast, why not? Oh, 3 wide to the exit, 4 wide to the exit, as Jeffrey Ellis T-bones the side of Stefan. And English going through. Schumann's
3
in the
into
mix
there.
now.
It's never going to work.
It's still on. Oh no, this is not going to work at Sochia's Gold. Jeffrey Ellis up the inside. Stefan on the outside. Oh!
Did someone go straight?
Was that English? No,
What
it's
the
Sovic.
Sovic.
Oh, he's gone straight on. How on earth has that happened? And he's out.
That to me looked like some equipment issue. Maybe his brake pedal didn't work.
Well, he should get his equipment in order and make sure he can go the distance, because look at that. Jeffrey Ellis up into 4th position, English in 5th, and that's Stefan now battling. Here comes his teammate Schumann, but from the other side, in the greens, not the reds. And that's going to be a move on the inside. I can't keep up with this. That's going to be contact, and not careful. English shuts the door, coming through 9 and 10. Schumann looking through at turn 10 as well.
I feel like those 4 will have one big, massive crash at the end of this.
This is going to end up with somebody on their roof.
Probably.
Oh, look at that, around the outside. That's going to be again Steffel going around the outside of English. English going through again. Oh, and that's going to unsettle Steffel. Here comes Schumann.
That's exactly the point. Why would he do that if he knows that he will lose probably a position to the other car? Well, he keeps back. He doesn't try it.
Oh, he's
As
knocked
he looks
out.
up, goes down the inside, turn 2 and hits him at the inside again.
And Schumann's going to go back through on the inside. English gets knocked about again and loses out. Steffel through, Schumann through.
Teamwork.
Very good teamwork, yeah, but that's a bit on the nose. That lockup was coming as well.
And not the same team, by the way.
Yes, it's the final von green and the final von red.
No, into the points, red and final von green.
Yeah.
Well,
It's both
there's a
BMW,
Mario.
so I guess they are still on the same team.
Front wheels to rear wheels. As it comes through. Yeah, good point, actually. Thanks for the correction there. As this is Arda Erkan has made is such an impressive run, can we say. He's right behind Oliver Harteg now.
He got, I think, 2 more laps to show us how to do it.
What was that, by the way, Nick, you said about maximum ballast?
Yeah. Quick. Huh?
I guess he would be leading this without ballast.
I'm really worried about how quick he is. Oh, hang on a minute. Harteg's not going to give this one to him easily. Almost in the pit wall. Go on, Arda. I'm supporting Arda Ek at this point, not my own driver. Oh, that was
That
good.
is true.
Bear in mind, Hargatai has more ballast.
That is true, yeah, 75. Okay, I would say there, Oliver, there's nothing you could have done there, as Jeffrey Ellis looks to slip up the inside and get ahead of Steffel. Oh, and forcing him off.
Rather the other way around. Steffel tried to go around the outside of Ellis there, and who would have thought it didn't work out?
Scott Selvick's brake pedal has broken. Doesn't look like he'll be competing in any of the rest of the races today.
Oh no, he's done a Max Verstappen. Well, to be fair,
he doesn't have cramp in his leg.
That's true. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, there was completely random. I know while we've got a battle going on, but just before Max flew out to the Hungarian Grand Prix, he was doing a stream. And Kelly Piquet came up to give him a kiss. He had to cover the camera. Turns out she was completely naked.
Oh.
Yeah. So he had to cover the camera quite quickly. But the internet's gone mad because she was on the camera for like a split second. But
you don't get that in the EERC.
No.
Well, we could, Nick, you and me could see someone else naked in here. I don't think we want, but we could.
What are you on about? I'm presenting this in Gary Lineker. I'm just in boxes commentating right now. I'm not really. My commentary camera is on. People can see I'm quite clearly fully dressed.
Yes.
All right, bail me out, guys. No, don't worry.
I think we should concentrate on the race that we are actually commentating on today. As we now see Steffel go down the inside of Ellis. And
that's
a bit
beautiful
of touch.
Oh no! No!
Oh,
Jeffrey, back out of that one. I mean, that was a good move from Steffel, but Ellis was sort of like just hugging the inside line. He was not letting him go there. That's going to be tight coming to turn 4.
That looked a bit dirty there. Wasn't the most...
Oh, and there we go again!
And there's the bump and run. There it is.
Schumann's going to get 2 places here if he's not careful. Checker flag's out, by the way. Session is over. So it will be Mike Bell soon to win it. It's a very tight call. I don't think Ellis is going to get through. Trying to see where Mike Bell is. He's in the last sector, so he'll be coming across the line shortly. Here he is. Oh, Hartley's right behind him.
Oof, that's a line.
Right.
My goodness. Is he going to get that one stopped? Well, what a session. Mike Bell wins the first race here at the Red Bull Ring.
Not over.
And can we see a battle? Oh, that's going to be Ellis still ahead. He's just about going to hold on to Steffel. Oh, it's a drag race to the line. Who's going to get it? Ellis 4th. Then Steffel, Schumann, English. What a run. And well done, Seymour Kiss in 3rd place, by the way. Arda Erkan up into 8th position. Started at the back.
Amazing stuff from him.
There's Zanini coming across the line in 13th. No, 16th. Jones, 17th. Newman, 18th. Cruz, Stanex, 23 finishes in total. But Mike Bell winning race 1 here at the Red Bull Ring in superb style.
Good drive, man.
I must admit, that was controlled, wasn't it? Nice and controlled as we come across the line.
Well, I think he lost his rear wing somewhere.
Oh, that's Thomas Vagne. How's he done that? He's hit the barrier somewhere in one of the... That's the backup car, the 2.
Yeah, it's the spare car. Obviously, we need a new spare car now. That one's looking a bit spare.
Well, I guess you just need a bit of spare part. For the spare car.
Mike Bell wins race 1 here at the Red Bull Ring. Louis Hartley is 2nd. T-Ball Kiss is 3rd. Jeffrey Ellis 4th. Michael Steffel is 5th. Peter Schumann 6th. Chris English 7th. Arda Erkan, what a fight back for 8th place. Oliver Hartag in 9th. And Luca Gray rounds up the top 10. Roy Seifert in 11th. Andy Hurton is in 12th. Chris Hood 13th. Nathan Howard 14th. Thomas Abascal 15th. David Zanini is in 16th. 17th for Jonathan Jones. 18th Oliver Newman. 19th for Jaden Cruz. 20th for Zoltan Stanex. William Nomax is in 21st. Gabriel Vajek in 22nd, Thomas Savagnin in 23rd, Scott Sobick out of the race, as well as James Fanchigel, both retiring. Well then, Nick, how long till race 2?
It'll be a minimum of 5 minutes.
Not bad at all for 5 minutes as well, as the cars come back into the pit lane.
Well, that's 5 more minutes of our good old podcast for the people out there to listen to.
This is where I wish I had a wireless mic. It's looking quite fun, isn't it, this one?
Well, let's hope the second race will be as fun, maybe even with a threat of rain coming in.
Yeah, how is that rain looking, actually? Is it going to be closer?
It is closer. Just refreshing the page. Yeah, I don't, because race 3 is random weather, so not real weather. So I don't know if it's going to hit before the end of race 2.
So this is going to be a very crucial session. Race 2, everyone is standing on the options. Ideally, I bet you everyone who chose option for race 1 was gambling on wet weather. Now they're so caught up with each other.
Well, looking through the Discord, there are people seem to be fine with what happened and stuff.
Oh, it's okay then. So everyone had fun.
That's the most important part about those league races. That even if stuff happens, that you can be fine with it, and then you can move on and just have fun. That's always the most important part. That's why we race.
Always. As we see the practice and warm-ups, we'll be getting ready as we set the grids.
Well, by this rate, how those people are driving in there, I should get in for the third race and do in-race commentary or something like that.
That'd be fun.
Oh God!
Have we got a spare car? Yeah.
I don't think you've heard me whilst racing, ever. See, I seem to get a bit energetic and a bit, I don't watch my language too much.
Oh, maybe not then. I don't think we got a bleep machine quick enough.
I don't think so. Well, but even if I haven't practiced anything, though, no. Maybe for Long Beach, though.
That would be cool for the Long Beach round. You said you wanted to do that one, actually, didn't you? Go do the Long Beach round.
One of my best tracks out there. One of the most fun tracks there is.
Nick's probably busy,
it's
can't
fun.
hear me at the moment. I just
I
wanted
can
to ask.
hear you.
Oh, good. Is it the full Long Beach track we're doing, or is it the Formula E version?
The IndyCar one.
Oh,
Even better.
Nice and bumpy.
yes. And all those people with their direct drive wheels will have a absolute nightmare.
We're going to have some houses collapsing, I think.
Probably. Well, as long as they don't live in America with their cardboard houses.
Yeah, yeah, that's going to be fun though. Crossing to you with live commentary. How's it going, Thomas?
With the T300 that I have the Thrustmaster with the earring there being as loud as it is. Yes, count me in.
That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh God.
When are we racing at Long Beach? Next time out, isn't it? Or is it 2 races time?
It is September. I can't remember my own calendar.
Isn't it the second to last race, actually?
Oh, so
28th of September.
Oof. Okay, so a long time away.
A lot can happen between now and then.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
I guess we should first concentrate on this round and then get the people hyped up for the next round. That'll happen in Donington Park.
3 weeks to the next one.
Which I already wish you quite a lot of fun for, because I'll be in vacation, so I won't be able to go.
Oh no!
You have to catch up on the stream afterwards.
Obviously.
Wonder if Ed will be back for that one.
I think so, because it's a 3-week gap, not 2 weeks, so it shouldn't be. Unless GPVWC is every week, I don't know.
I don't know. It's random half the time, yeah.
Hey, let's have a race today.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm looking forward to when EERC gets back. Gonna do. I'm trying to keep up with 7 different text messages. I'm really during this stream because I left them for half an hour and didn't even realise, which is really bad. Rule 1 of texting: texting is instant, so do not leave people, especially if they're important people. That's rule 1. Anyway, what was I saying? Well, what was I saying?
You were looking forward to something.
That was it, yes. I'm looking forward to getting back into the action ready for ERC's Formula E calendar. That's going to be a lot of fun when we get there.
What's that? Why haven't I heard of that?
Don't think it's been planned yet, is it, Nick?
Not yet.
No. But I'm still looking forward to when it comes in. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think I'll have to get one of those seats.
Oh, God, yeah. I'll see if... I hope Ed's going to enter as a team on Formula E this year.
You did last season, didn't you? Yeah.
We were there last year. Yeah.
James nearly won the championship.
Yes, yeah. And then I got, I missed the end of the season as well. I mean, I know a certain ex-Formula 1 and Formula E commentator you could bring in to replace me.
Probably best I don't comment. Oh, no, he's left.
Probably
he's left the server now. So.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
So, actually, the name I read on some sheet,
Benedict.
I think it was for this championship last year or something. It's actually that guy.
Oh.
Not just someone with the same name by accident.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Oh.
Ben Edwards is who we're talking about. Ben. Who, I tell you what, how nice was it, by the way, to hear Ben on a YouTube highlights video last week at Silverstone on YouTube. That was great. Really enjoyed hearing Ben back on the F1 TV feed. I think he must do just to do the British Grand Prix now. That's it. Although I believe Ben is commentating this weekend for 5 Live. I'm not exactly 100% sure on that because Harry Benjamin is working with Sky F1 on the kids broadcast. So I don't actually know who's doing 5 Live. I don't like not knowing.
Or maybe we two should do it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Someone get me a phone call. We can all go and do it.
Yes.
To be fair, Nick, you've been on, haven't you? I'm looking at you there. Nick, you've been on, haven't you? It's not too bad, is it? On the watch-alongs.
No, it's great. It's chill.
Got to get you back on. We do miss you.
I've been busy, unfortunately, but I'll be around at some point.
Well,
You're more later half of the year anyway, when you're less busy.
Yeah, I'll make some time.
Go on,
just setting the ballast, so I'll be in a sec.
Okay. Could you slim me down, please? That might help.
I'm just, still waiting for all those invites that you promised me with.
Have you not come into the box yet? Do you want to come on a practice session this weekend?
I've still waiting.
Yeah, do you want to? Yeah, hang on. Let me do it now. I thought I did send it. Was the link not right? Right, hang on, 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
And you never answer me.
Oh, hang on a minute. It's Chris Hartley. Chris Hartley is commentating on... I've just been sent this by Jess Ball, who runs One Hub Racing and PSGL's commentary team. She's just sent me this. Chris Hartley. So, this is a terrific and completely unexpected surprise. I'm commentating on the Hungarian Grand Prix with Jack Aitken, racer, Rosanna Tennant and Andrew Benson for BBC Radio 5 Live. Blimey. So, it's Chris Hartley who's going to be doing the commentary team for 5 Live this weekend. Wow. Okay. Where's Tina Turner? All I'm saying. He's a terrific bloke. If anybody, he does the BTCC track commentaries, DTM, Ferrari Challenge as well, and he does the track commentary of the British Grand Prix. So he is a great, great guy, Chris, and that's going to be a lot of fun to hear him in the commentary box this weekend. I always thought he looked like Ross Kemp as well, by the way.
Mhm.
That rain's coming closer, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Right, I was getting the link, wasn't I, Thomas?
Yes. As you're also now getting ready to...
We are racing.
Drivers,
Oh.
give me 2 seconds. That's all I ask.
Got 52 seconds.
It's like that supermarket. What was that thing with that woman in the 90s? Supermarket sweep or something like that. No, but it's like it's the other one where you've got to go decorate a house in an hour or something or other. Something absurd. Thomas is under checker, isn't he? There you go. Right, there's the link.
Ah.
Right, here we go then. Race time.
Thank you.
No worries. I'll get you some commentator admin roles. So, here we go then. How long, Nick?
20 seconds.
Well, let's get the camera set up. There it is. For the race, we can see the lights, we can see the cars.
Simple to watch those 5 signals. Come on. Bell on pole again. Hartley second. Kiss, Ellis, Steffel, the top 5. 8 seconds into the procedure now. Those 5 red lights. Come on. One at a time. Lights out. What a start as well for the front row. Mike Bell's going to get away perfectly. Hardy's going to come across and defend from T4 Kiss. Schumann's up at 2 positions and English up. And Seaford up to 10th. Brown's up to 11th. Horton now 11th. Brown's down. And Ellis and Kiss in a battle. Steffel's resuming the same fight we had in race number 1. And it's a clean getaway as we run up towards turn number 3. Not too bad, is it, Thomas?
Well, they haven't crashed yet, but they haven't crashed until turn 2 the last time around.
It's going to be Stefan on the inside line getting through, and meantime further back they all make it through the first 2 corners. So I think, Nick, successful start this time around.
Yeah, and the sun's come out.
Yeah, where's that rain?
But we wanted that rain.
Everybody's just sort of counted down to 2 and gone, oh no. Few little drivers going wide. Stefan's going to get through. Schumann up into 5th position now, and Ellis has passed Hartley. Jeffrey Ellis is up into 2nd position. There's something happened in the middle of the track. Bell is 2 seconds ahead, and that's why. And that's Hartley having a problem through the Vosges curve. Ellis has gone through, and there's a car off in the gravel, and that is Steffel. It's Steffel. He's gone off. Oh, all that hard work in race 1 has been thrown away on the opening lap of race 2. Oh, you just can't write this stuff. Bell, first sector, 47.817. And he's going to lead by... Oh, there's a bollard! And it gets destroyed by Gray. So everything just getting thrown up. Multiple cars going off with track limits. Bell leads the opening lap. Ellis in 2nd. And that is going to be... Seaford trying to go around the outside of Hardtech for 7th. And doesn't do so. Good opening lap there, Thomas. A lot of competition.
Yeah, way cleaner than in the first race, which is always a good sign. So maybe those drivers the front have smoke in the background.
Steffel and Cruz are out of the race. They are the 2 DNFs already. Luca Gray looking ahead. That's going to be Schumann up the inside of Kiss. Kiss going on the escape road, getting on the sleeping policeman, and just keeps it back through. English down to 16th position. There's a car way out back. That's going to be Vajek, and English has dropped down. Yeah, it's English has dropped down. Had a spin as well with Newman further back. Luca Gray up to 5th position. Oh, touches the side of Schumann. Oh no, it just keeps it together at the exit of turn 4. And this is what we do love about the touring cars. Bumping is racing. Oh, that's opportunistic from Artek. Goes up the inside. Gets ahead of
We're
Timor.
missing Erkan.
Yeah. Only 24 have started this race.
I know Abascal had a game crash, but I don't know what's happened to Erkan.
So there's a couple missing. Oh dear. Well, this is going to be absolutely horrific then if we lose 2 people from the start of this one. But Bell leading as he did race 1. Could we see a sweep of race 1 and race 2? But Ellis is going to be there to keep on. I think as well, Thomas, that was a must-do for Bell. Get a clean getaway and just make sure he could just take off into the distance.
Well, I don't want to damper this now, but Bell had the soft tires for race 1, so he's on hard tires, and Ellis actually is the one on soft tires in this one. So will be quite some defending for him to do, to be able to keep it. L is already very close to him.
Oh, big crash at turn 1.
Oh no, yeah, the Smasher Gale's gone down the order. And there we go. And there's
it's
two
Sovic.
cars involved. So Sovic again, that's in the 163. Is that car DNF? It's got no, yeah, it's got going again. Okay, quick
He's
restart.
repaired his brake pedal.
Oh, brilliant, he's got in. And Schumann looking on the inside, and Ellis has taken the lead. Ellis has taken the lead. Bell's dropped back, and it's an inside job at turn 4. So it's Jeffrey Ellis who's taken the lead. That's where we go with maximum ballast and the prime tyre. But Ellis on the options, going straight through to the lead of the race.
That's what he has to do. Use the soft tires whilst they are fresh to get past. And from what I've heard on the Discord, those soft tires doesn't seem to be that degrading around the circuit. So very interesting stuff. Mike's not holding up all the time though.
Yeah, it's the track temperatures. Track temperature 37 degrees, by the way, so they are keeping it close. Luca Gray trying to go around the outside of Hartley. Well, Hartley's just let him through there, hasn't he, up towards turn 1. He's opened the door. Late on the brakes. Can Hartley get it back? No, contact. And round in the middle of the pack. Oh! And that's going to be Hartag having to stop, and then a traffic jam.
To use a Martin Brundle phrase, that was a day late and $1 short.
And now we've got 3 wide coming up the hill. And that's going to be Schumann trying around the outside of Bell. And there's more as an ensemble throw themselves up in the hill into turn 4. And yeah, they're just getting through. So Ellis, Bell, Schumann, Gray. And then I think it's Harteg, Hartley, Kiss and Seaford. But that order could change at a moment's notice as Hood's officially DNF'd from this race. There's contact. And Seaford trying to get through the inside, just door banks. Oh, but wide, that's going to be Hartley. So Hartley's losing places. Contact again! And that is going to be Kiss doing a 360. And there's more contact with Roy Seaford going on the inside line, getting a little bit of a door bang. He's going to be banged off as well. And off.
Second guy now.
Second one in the wall. Off goes Roy. Off goes Howard.
Oh, that was all very, very clumsy.
Well, I would say driving requires intelligence, but race 2 is proving me wrong here. Look at that, Jones now cutting the course. He's going to be blocked. Here comes Novak. And what's happened? Has everyone taken steroids before race 2 or something? What's going on?
Probably. The same drugs that they had before the race 2 in Silverstone. I guess that's what's happening.
Schumann sets up the inside of Bell. He's got through, and now we're going to see Bell blocking Gray, and he's going to get a toe off Schumann up the hill, and Bell's going to drop down off the podium now, and now we're going to see Gray slipstream to the inside line. That's going to cut across. This is going to be a huge accident if they're not careful in towards a braking zone. And there's the lock-up. Oh, well, if anybody even can make sense of this, postcard, please. Throw it into the EERC office.
In the braking zone there.
And now the 200 Birch simulation cars are side by side. Whatever you do, don't hit your teammate.
Oh, he's going for Gray as well. No.
Oh, no. Contact. That's Hartag up on the inside of Gray. And Bell's dropped back to 5th. Bell's only coming around the outside. That's going to be so tight. An outside manoeuvre at turn 6. Wide goes Hartag. And there we go with Bell. He comes back through in the Vouch curve. No, back out of it. Smart. Don't take your teammate out. Ed will do a fit. Oh, and now look, Gray's gone wide. And this is Jonathan Jones up into 10th position. Battling with Savagné in 11th. And see if it's down to 12th. English is 13th. Just what has happened? What has happened in this race?
Everyone forgot how to drive.
That's
not the track. Ooh,
yeah. And that's hard.
He did that himself. No, Gray did that himself. He got too wide.
Oh, this is just ridiculous stuff. It's Gray, you're right. It's Luca Gray, not Hardy. It's Gray who's gone round. And now he's right there. Oh, now he's locked up. And he's going to drop off some of that dust. Well, race 2, we know is chaotic, but this is just a little bit too much. This is race 3 territory chaotic.
Yeah, no one seems to have much patience.
No, breathe. Give us a chance to breathe. Look at Gray shuts. Oh, Gray's been
And
hit by
another contact.
Jones.
I think
Oh.
Gray's got damage to his car.
I was going
You
to say
know-
maybe he's driving wheel, but maybe yeah.
You know, getting some touching in touring cars is quite a normal thing, but what those guys are doing, this looks like the kind of amateurs that we actually are.
Kiss, yeah, Kiss goes past Novak. Oh, this is. I've never seen more of a crazy race ever. This is just. It's more than Dodgems. We've gone full on. What's that? TV Mad Max, hasn't it? We've gone full on Mad Max.
And it's such a wide track as well. There's plenty of space for everyone.
I'm
No,
expecting
it's,
Schumann. Go on, Thomas.
I think what we're watching here is not the EERC BTCC, it's the Stock Car Drift Challenge.
I'm expecting Schumann to come up alongside Ellis, pull out a 44 shotgun, swivel it around, and blow off his tyres.
Probably.
That's not the track there, Horton, but okay.
Well,
Horton,
are we
here's a
not
track
allowed
limits.
to take- Are we not allowed to take alternative layouts? We're not allowed?
Obviously.
Oh,
They've made their own rule book.
already tried something with Watkins Glen.
No, that was, again, not really the track.
No, and Hartley's now on the inside line, up the hill. He'll turn back around on the outside line. Come on. Do a clean move. No, he's not going to do it, is he? No, he's locked up. Bang! Bang!
That's
Jump!
fine-ish.
Bang!
Oh, just
I
like
feel like-
magnets.
I feel like I'm commentating on a round of Dodgers down at the park. What is going on? And now look at the outside. Here comes Novak. Oh, this is going to be chaos into the braking zone. And Hartley's going to lose out. Oh, and a lock-up from Jones. Hartley's going to go through and make slight contact with
Excellent.
Novak.
Those guys have made one corner without touching, can you believe it?
And bang again.
And it already happened. God damn it. They made
Can I
one
just
corner.
point out we've got the reverse grid still to come?
Oh, God.
Let's hope it will be 15th again for the maximum chaos.
We've already reversed the grid. How much more can we get? Do you know, no, race 3 is going to be boring now. Do you know why? Because everyone who's gone down in this race is going to get pulled from the next one with the reverse grid. So,
But the weather's random, so
that's true.
it could just
random
have
to heavy rain, please.
And off the track goes, I believe, Kiss.
Ooh.
he kissed the
Red car.
apex.
Oh.
Here comes Hartley under pressure now from Gray. He's going to try and go around the outside. And that's a good move. Well done. Well done.
Those guys seem to be able to learn.
It's like Thomas sounds like he's studying a new species.
Yeah, that's what basically am. And those two, are they able to touch? Yes, they are.
Bell hits Horton, and Horton goes off the track. And now it's like watching a David Attenborough documentary, isn't it? Forget Welcome to the Sea Life as well and all the amazing aquatic creatures. Welcome to Jurassic Park as well. Run for your life. Oh, lock up for Bell. And is that going to give Horton a little bit of an exit? Yes, he does. But can't get through. And now he's going to toil up the inside line,
Well-
not brake, and they're going to make contact. You watch, ready? Not brake. Oh, he's braked. He found the middle pedal. Okay.
Wow. Well, as we have this going on, and if you look at P2 and P3, they're also quite close together.
Oh, yes.
They also seem to have a fight in the making. And yes, they are very close.
Here we are.
Well,
I
not
can
as
only
close as
assume-
before.
That Helmut Marko had something to do with this race.
Yeah. Secretly, it's Nick DeFries.
Oh,
He's driving. So causing all this chaos as well. Now, in a second, you're going to... Is that car coming out of the pit lane? Did someone just come out of the pit lane? Yes, they did.
Yeah.
what is going on in this race?
Oh, it's Newman. I think he disconnected and has joined back.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
So it's
Yeah,
Newman
he
3
must
laps
be
down.
around at some point.
So we let him back in to continue on.
Look at the field spread, though.
Oh, and there goes Mike Bell on the inside. He's locked up. This
Oh,
is
he's
trying to
going
get
over.
first
Heavy
place.
lockup.
And here comes Horton.
Nice.
He's got the home-seeking missiles, though, attached to the car, so this shouldn't last too much longer. Bell's going to sweep it through. He's looking left, he's looking right, trying to get the right target. Is he going to hit the brakes? Yes, he does. See the lights come on and
Close your
locks up
eyes.
still.
Even the cameraman didn't want to watch.
And he's chained to Jonathan Jones, who's having a battle with
another
Gray.
conflict.
Never mind.
God, those guys.
Come on, this is Jones in 8th, and he's trying to go around the outside of Novak. And we've got Gray there in the bumblebee-coloured car as well. He's going to go off the track a little bit, swoops in. Oops, a little bit dragged out wide there, coming through the Vudge curve. And he's off the track again. Yeah, he's going to... No, he's lost a lot of time now as Gray to Hartley and Savagné and Seifert as well. So they look to be out of it. Ellis leads by 1.9 seconds.
Oh, something happened with Argatai then, because he's dropped back a long way.
Probably some contact.
Well, that wouldn't be surprising, would it anymore? And here comes Jones to the inside line of Novak. Nope, late on the brakes. Gray's there too.
Kind of looked like to me he fought better with it after braking and tried to stay behind, which would be quite a move for those guys.
Gray's going to have to run up the hill here. No, it's going to be late on if he has to go for a move here. Look at that. Up the inside.
And he tries.
Jones goes for it, nearly touches Novak. Gray stays in position. Hartley's coming to play. And there's a battle with Savagné. Savagné and English side by side for the back, but we'll still stay on here because Gray's going to go on the inside line. And yep, just going to swing round the outside. That's going to be bold. No, can't get the cut back either. Every single thing you try and do just keeps failing. It's hard to keep this one on track. And it's such a wide area of tyres as well.
The famous Homer Simpson quote is, you tried and you failed miserably. The lesson is, never try.
Someone kicked on some dust there as well. Tip-ball kiss, now pushing Bell around the corner. And now he's going to go on the inside and shuts the door on him. Oh, and there's a little kiss there as well.
It is a kiss, it's Tibble kiss.
He's kissing Bell at this point.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to say that line. If anybody can just touch on the add what I was thinking there at the end as well.
I'll slap anyway.
Oh, okay. Look at that. Actually, that's quite funny. It is quite funny. How rare is it? You've got kiss up Bell's, you know what, of the car. Rear end of the car. It's quite funny, actually. That's going to be memes later. I can send it by me, probably. Jones under pressure. Again, he's got...
Schooneman's only 1 second behind Ellis. Probably too late now, but...
Oh, hello.
During the last few laps.
Look at English. He's going to take 2 of them here. Because they all made a bit of a mistake.
Let's wait until the braking's on and see them touch first before saying anything. As Mike Bell does what he does best this race, he just looks up.
And that is going to be a switch back as
English has done it, has he?
English has done it. Time's up. Yeah. Gray's going to back up the inside line late on the brakes. Has English got ahead of Jones and Hartley? Yes, he has. So English goes back through. And he's going to lose a little bit of time. He's taking him.
Lovely move.
Oh, it is a fine pass, but it's showing no win, English. As here comes Ellis out of the last couple of corners.
Take those two as well if
he's
needed.
going to take the pair of them. He's fading on the inside of Gray. He's got him there on the brakes. Ellis is going to come through the last corner. And it's Dodgems. Ellis has won. We know that. But who's going to finish further back? That's the question. Contact! And Gray's getting sent everywhere. English coming through. Gray goes through across the line. English, Jones, Hartley ahead of Novak. But it's Jeffrey Ellis who has won an outstanding race 2 here at the Red Bull Ring. Schumann is second, and it's Hartag in third, Horton fourth, Bell fifth, Kiss sixth, Gray seventh. Wow! What a race! That was a good race too.
I don't know what happened. I'll tell you what, Chris English he does live streams. I can't wait to see his live stream of that last lap.
Yeah.
That's amazing stuff. Need to see that.
That was beautiful. And James Fashigale is going to come across the line now 20th. He'll take the flag.
And now we wait for the fireworks to start in the Discord server.
It's fired on the track now. Look at this. Oliver Newman. Got to kick that car for race 3, you know?
It's not even his car. He's borrowed it.
It's mine. Yeah, it's our team's. We've got to pay for that damage.
Well, I want the first, like the only guy, I don't know if there even is one, that has gone through this race without touching anyone to
Alice?
talk about this. Well, maybe even him, I don't know.
Who disconnected? Newman. Probably Newman.
Yes. I think I'll sign that. Jeffrey Ellis winning this race. How about that?
I'm impressed. That was a great move and a great run throughout that race. So it's Jeffrey Ellis who's victorious. Peter Schumann second, Oliver Hartag is in third, Andy Horton fourth, Mike Bell fifth, Thibaut Kiss sixth, Luca Gray seventh, Chris English is eighth, Jonathan Jones ninth, and Louis Hartley rounds out the top 10. Further down, we see William Novak in 11th, Thomas Savagné in 12th, Roy Seifert in 13th, Nathan Howard 14th, Zolt Stanex as well in 15th, Davide Zanini is 16th, Gabriel Vajek in 17th, Scott Cervic 18th, 19th for Thomas Brown, and 20th for James Smash Gale. 21st for Oliver Newman, 22nd Chris Hood, 23rd Michael Steffel, and 24th for Jaden Cruz as well out of the race.
Right. Spinny wheel time.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Spin That Wheel! So
Will it be the wheel unfortunate for some?
this is to decide what the reverse grid is, and it's
11.
P11.
P11.
William Novak, I believe.
Yeah, I don't have the logs yet. Oh, there we go.
Could be worse, could be better. Obviously, from our standpoint, we want P15 every race, so
Yes.
11's not bad.
should be quite chaotic.
So I believe that is William Novak on pole position then for the XLR esports team. That's
Just
going to be fantastic. So, by the way, that's everybody who was just involved in that little battle, who now gets shoved to the front on option tires.
So
Okay, it is P11 William Novak, as you said.
Yes!
So it's Novak, Hartley, Jones, English, Gray, Kiss, Bell, Horton, Hargitay, Schuneman, and Ellis in 11th.
So everybody will be done in around about 2 minutes.
We just got to wait. A few people's games have crashed as normal.
No, I was on about the fact when we start the race, everyone will go to turn 1 and then we'll just, that's it. Over.
Yeah, who knows what the weather's going to do as well.
Yeah, everyone's going to crash at this point as well. I can just see it coming. We've just put everybody was battling on the last lap on the front row of the grid, and we're expecting a clean race. This is going to be about as a good idea as it is having the Conservatives leading the country.
can't talk about that. It's not legal in this country.
That's a good point. Yes. Well, to be fair, remarkable information that I learned today, by the way. Priti Patel, when she was Home Secretary, she still is, isn't she? But, you know, a couple of years ago, she went to see the James Bond movie. It cost £300 as a premiere ticket. She put it on the taxpayer's expense because she said it was relevant to her job, despite the fact that James Bond is a fictional character. He works for MI6, which is the Foreign Affairs and the Foreign Office Department, and not Home Security. I found it hilarious. And that was at the inquiry today. Just a little bit of political news for you.
Oh, you get all kinds of commentary today, don't we? We get how clothed is Kelly PK?
And the more important question about all of this, how clothed is Joshua Burr?
I've taken off a shoe.
Ooh.
If that was yeah.
Who cares about Kelly PK being clothed, you know? Joshua Burr is the real deal.
Yes, I'm the one they all come to see.
The rest of the season will be streamed on OnlyFans.
Hey, sponsorship money.
Yeah.
Saying that, actually, there's actually an OnlyFans team in Moto 2, which I find hilarious.
There's a GT car as well, I think, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
In Super GT, you have a I think even a GT500 car being sponsored by them. So they
We've
are
Go
starting
on.
to be everywhere. They are coming towards us.
Well, we've come a long way since the Durex adverts on the cars. How many more double entendres can we put in this commentary box? Oh dear. This is why it's dangerous putting us in a practice session commentary. Because we're in between the sessions.
Yeah, just will still
18 plus today.
It's still waiting for a few people to rejoin.
Yeah. We should get a Patreon set up for ERC and set that up as well. Well, to be fair though, you know how there's calendar girls for charity?
Yep.
Yeah, we could do one.
What, calendar sim races?
Yeah, ERC calendar simulators.
Yes.
Commentate chats.
Showing the weirdest scenes that we have. So basically something like, what was that? In Le Mans there was that one car flipping that was sent on the server today. Then here where they went like 10 wide in the second corner on that one lap in race 1, and they all won. Something like that, you know? I would buy that.
Yeah, see? That'd be fun, actually. To be fair, though, actually, it's just going to be more hilarious things. I keep saying as well. Oh, by the way, Nick, going back to one of your famous sayings, recently we're looking at merchandise for the YouTube channel. That you joined me on as well. And do you know we're getting T-shirts with our most famous sayings? And do you know what? We've got one for you already designed. It's the high rake setup.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's the high rake setup, and it's a picture of the car with a rake on it as well. Yeah. We're getting loads of designs. I think you can have it in a mug as well.
I think, Nick, we have something in common, you know? If you look at our LMP2 car from Hockenheim, I made the setup for that. The 72 car. Holy shit. God, I think like we were minimum in the fronts, the right hand, and I think we were nearly maximum at the rear, something stupid like that.
Well, the plan is just click buttons until the car goes fast.
Okay, so there's no actual, scientific method in your car's setups. It's just clicking buttons.
Yeah.
It's basically, you change something on the setup and then you try it, and then somehow, some way, you find a sweet spot for something, and then you go along and be like, I'm the setup master.
I've recently downloaded the original R Factor, for pure things, and I've downloaded a 2005 F1 simulator season, and I'm just getting used to it. So I've been doing like test runs at like some of the basic tracks, and I was doing setups, and I could not get the car right. It was too slow, and it's always drifting out, and I couldn't get the lockups. It took me 4 hours to get the car set up how I want it for that track. And do you know what I then found out? Every setting I'd done was preset 3.
Wow.
No end annoyed me. No end. So yeah, that's kind of fun.
Well,
Still.
I think that's one thing I quite like about this Oricom that we have. You go on track, it already has a setup, then you put on what I usually like to do, I put on the Hockenheim setup and then just change it for the track. And I did the same for Watkins Glen already today. And for Le Mans I couldn't figure it out. For this race I might, no idea. So be sure to catch up on Alex and Tom after this race to hear what they have to say about this.
I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, just setting the ballast, and then we'll be going in about 5 minutes.
Perfect. And what I found out with those cars today around the Glen, that if you do something really stupid with the suspension, like really stupid, with this high rake and with all that stuff, the car just behaves extremely well, except in the chicane.
Do you know, I was just saying, I don't think I can drive touring cars. Like, I've tried it, and I can't get used to the fact that I can't see properly. I hate it. I can't get it, because I always drive cockpit cam. I hate it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do it.
Well, then you might... Do you turn around with the camera settings?
Yeah, I've had a go with it, but I can never get the camera settings right. So I honestly think I'm better in open wheeled. Like, hands down, better in open wheeled. And I want it to be different than that. So I'm going to try, but... Oh, God, I do love open wheel cars, racing in those. In fact, Nick, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can we set up a classic F1 series?
Oh, God.
V10s. That'd be
V10.
fab. Yeah,
Bring
V10.
back V10s.
Yeah. Let's do it ourselves. Classic V10. I'll drive. I'm not going to do the commentary. I'll be driving.
And you got to do both.
Okay, I think I could do that though. I think I could. Yeah. Tell you what,
Come
I'll do
and
the.
stand, why, you idiot?
Can you drive? Who taught you? To be fair, though, I'm going to be doing a Twitch stream on, I think, either Monday or Tuesday on that R Factor thing I was talking about. You know, the F1005 season.
Yep.
And just to chill out and have some fun. So take a look, and I'll show you. I can commentate while driving. I can do it.
Oh. So what's the chance of us two commentating Long Beach in the car?
I think it's going to be quite high, isn't it? We're going to have to do the commentary ourselves. Maybe have, like, the world feed in one box, and then our cars in the other two boxes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, a triple box EERC special.
Well, you have the thing that's going on track, and then you have just two boxes that constantly keep hitting any wall there is.
Yes.
By the way, Josh, I sent you a picture.
On what? Oh, I've just got it's open in front of me. Oh, is that cockpit cam?
Yes.
Michael, I sent you an email. Did you receive it?
Yeah, Toto, I don't take a look at my emails during the race, so I don't look as impartial.
No, Michael, no. That is so not right.
Do you know, Megan's actually had a go at me with that, because that clip's on my Instagram. And I was so into the last lap and the fact that Hamilton was catching him. That radio came on. Megan goes, Mercedes, Mercedes. And I go like this to her. I practically hit her in the face going, no. So I actually talked over it and didn't hear it until after the race. Because they were so close down to that line. I honestly thought they clipped wheels at one point. That's a good little setup.
I still remember, like, from the...
I could drive that.
The Abu Dhabi race,
Yeah.
in EERC, where you said that I sound like Toto. You
Yes.
wanted me to say all that.
I did. You do sound like Toto, to be fair, as well. Okay, well, tell you what, we need a Christian Horner. That's what we need. Although Ed's kind of got that. Yeah, Ed's got that twang, hasn't he? So we'll see if we can get him to do it.
So maybe for some reason...
Rain!
Rain! Look at this! Josh.
And here we go then. Welcome to race 3.
Welcome to Bedlam.
It is wetter than a slip and slide. I don't know where I was going with that one.
We're already in the 18 plus category anyway, so you could have just pulled through with it.
Shout out to Kelly PK.
I wasn't going there, fam. Okay, let me see.
Have we got the timing tower, please, Kelly?
Here we go then. It's wet, it's slippery, it's always better. It's lights out, and away we go. Up towards turn number 1 then. Novak's got the lead, but he's going to slow. And look at that. Straight to the lead goes Louis Hartley. Round the outside. Swaskar's got a penalty for a jump start. And there's left, right, and centre. And there's the contact. And if you were thinking of Spa 1998 was PG, then welcome to what we're about to see as not considerable to R factor. Look at this, they are literally everywhere as they come out towards
Look at the
Remus.
spray.
And nobody is stopping. and there goes Jones into the side of Gray. Jones has spun round. The camera's having a nightmare as we try and keep it on. And there's cars taking the escape roads, and they're just smashing back on. And this is just going to be chaos.
Well, cleaner than the other two races.
Look at that.
Bowling.
Oh, and Bell's going to get punted out here. He's in the kitty litter, and there's another one up there as well. Is that Jones?
Hartley.
Oh no, it's Hartley. Yes, Hartley's dropped down, and it's 3 wide.
Oh,
Coming
no.
into Pirelli. Oh my! One only on this ride, please. Gray leads. He's fading to the front. There's Novak, and they're still
Novak
battling together. What on earth? Gray's on the outside of the Vodge curve. He's gone wide. Gray, now Novak coming through is Jones, and he's got to slip and slide on. And here comes Bell and Harton. And look at that. This is chaos. And they're all on wet tyres. No! Savagne and English are on dries. Everyone else is on wet. They're on dries.
They must be expecting it to dry up.
Well,
Where?
It doesn't look like it.
And this is wetter than what's currently happening everywhere else. Look at it. This is soaking wet.
R-Fact has been set to British summertime mode.
Yes. I've got the barbecue ready. This is great. It's the braking zone.
Smaggersdale Pit. Oh, I think he got a jump start.
Yes, he's got. Oh, and off the track, Schumann, and then Ellis, Hartley's downside. Hartley led this race, by the way. He's done it 9th. 3 corners later.
What has happened?
Well, we've opened up the toy box and we found that basically when you turn the wet setting on, everything goes up to 11. And now look at this. That is Jones, who's getting a little bit of a tank slapper. And that's Seifert, he's ahead of Schumann. Schumann's now back ahead. Ellis into 8th. Sovak 15th. Erkan 16th. Hood up to 18th. And Pascal's back. And, oh, I've given up.
So it's cleaner in the wet than it is in the dry. What does that say?
That's the part that amazes me the most.
The wall being very well
Oh,
behaved.
no, that's off.
Yep,
From the
snapped
lead.
it. Yep,
Yeah.
and Gray's leading. I wonder if that was a slipper at the exit of turn 4. Like he's got on the grass and he just sort of jerked in the car.
Well,
Oh, that's
Gray!
me! That's me! And he's come back on right in the middle. Is he going to make contact with anybody else?
I think everyone's got round.
Yeah, but Gray's still slow. He's got going again. Oh, it's very wet. Well, somebody bring the mops. 3 wide. That's
Brace
wrong.
yourselves. Oh,
God. And the horse is going off.
it's getting wetter every lap.
Oh,
no.
that's. Is that Gray? No, who's that coming through? That's going to be Ellis. It's Jeffrey Ellis. Ellis making moves. And that's going to be down the bench. No way, Roy's going to stop that one into turn 1. No way. And he doesn't.
He did?
He's gone. Oh, he has. Okay.
Well, some of them did.
No, oh, I thought it was round. You can't tell with the spray. The amount of water that is getting up, it's quite hard to tell actually who's where and when, as I try and tie my shoelace back up.
Well, it seems to get... It also looks wetter each lap.
Chris
That's
Hood's
awesome,
in the
but-
pit lane, by the way.
Mike Bell, meanwhile, just chilling in the lead 1 second.
Well,
So
hang on a
maybe he
minute.
knows how to drive this.
Anybody explain to me how Mike Bell, who won race 1, is now leading race 3? How on earth has that happened? That's
Don't ask
not-
questions, Josh. Just accept what happens, and he's ready.
I'm just being taught.
Ellis
Oh,
off.
Jeffrey Ellis is the winner from race 2, now in the kitty litter, and out goes Hood, out goes Smash Girls. They're both out. They're both out. What on earth? Well, okay, so 2 retirements already. It's lap 2 of this. Well, lap 3 of the race now. It's wet. Bell leads by about a second to Novak, but Bell's made a mistake and is losing time. Now he's got it back again. As everyone hits the damper Vodge curve at 7. Oh, and
Oh,
case
that's-
in point. That's Roy.
Who's that?
Roy Seifert's gone straight on, I believe.
No, I think it's Jones.
We can't tell. Timings are frozen. We
The
can't
rain,
tell.
I think, has the
Schumann!
rain actually stopped?
no,
I
hasn't
believe
it?
so. Schumann's been punted round. He's lost 3 places. It wasn't Jones. It wasn't Jones.
I'm
He's
not seeing the
still
wipers
third.
on the cars.
Oh, and Jones has gone straight on, and here comes Schumann. They're all off the track. Well, this is just...
off quick enough.
Yeah, the wipers are off.
So they can't see, and okay, well, this is great. So the rain has stopped. Okay.
Were they even on to begin with?
Yeah, they should have been.
Wipers
no, it
on,
looks
but
like-
no one's home.
The rain, the new rain has actually stopped.
And now we've got 3 wide at the exit, as unfortunately Hartley's going through, but Schumann's getting a little bit of a punt, and we've got a yellow at the first sector. That must be Chris English. He's on dries, for goodness sake. And now we've got 3 wide into the most dangerous part of the track, downhill at turn 4. And backing out of it goes Jones, who now gets a switch back on the inside. Out goes Seaford. Hartley's in 2. Schumann's coming out to the back. And it's Savagné with a 1:47.216. Is now back on the inside. There goes Hartley taking through. So Jones to 3rd, Hartley goes to 4th, and Seaford goes down into 5th position. I feel like I'm reporting on the news or something like that. What's going on? Right, stay calm. As wide goes Jones and into the points racing blue. Hartley's going to try and spring back round the outside. Oh, you just can't breathe. This is better than race 2, but it's more chaos.
Well, Mike Bell, I think he can breathe where he is, pulling away each lap. He seems to have this figured out, or at least maybe he was a bit prepared for weather like this. Or it's just a British thing that, or something that they can just drive.
Well, yeah, because in go-kart it's wet all the time, so
Probably, yeah.
slicks on a dry track is just normal. That's driving to the shops.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go ram-raiding Tesco, you literally just not be able to stop. Going through the self-service checkout, going, I'm here, it's all right. There's Luca Gray's going through on the inside line, and he's going to get past on Hartide, and he's got through. Nicely done. And now this is Roy up into 5th position. And there goes, we fading back to Gray. As Hartide's going to 175, he's going to slip back up the inside for the Hunterbird simulation team. Okay, that's nice. So-
Brown is retired as well.
Oh, not Brown. Well, this is just going brilliantly, isn't it, today? Look at that.
Somehow better than race 2 still.
That banner says your day. A happy day. No!
He's off!
Hartag's off, and he's lost a position to Schumann, and he's losing 3 positions. Oh, no! And now, look, here comes Erkan and Ellis. Round the outside, coming into Pirelli. Now, that should be easy for Hartag. He has kept the position. Oh, hang on, Erkan's going to hold it, and there's contact, and there's contact, and
the
there's
curb.
off. And through goes Ellis, and that's going to be another one, and bang! So basically, it's just how many dents do you want today, sir? There's speed holes. They make my car go faster.
Yes, like a golf ball.
Oh, my word. Welcome to Grand Theft Auto for EERC.
Well, and Abascal, after having so many problems with the game, ends up DNFing.
Oh! Abascal is having an abysmal day. We'll need a Pepto-Bismol after this one. And here we go then. So 4 out. I don't think Oliver's going to set up a position there. Look at Steffel, 145.91. Oh, so he's at the fast lap so far. He's in 11th position. Yeah. He's joining this little battle.
I think we will reach a point where it's dry enough for the slicks to actually work. For those that actually are on the slicks.
Is it just English still?
Yes. Yes. Some fine tyres, but they are no wets. As Roy, see if they're getting a little bit of a kiss there from Hartley. And that's Jones on Novak up in towards the front half of the track. Jones v Novak. We'll keep an eye on that changes. No, Novak's got 2 tenths up. Look, no one's going to go. Oh, I got a minute!
Oh,
And Seafred's gone on to a new shipping company down at turn 4. We buy any gold and Sodsless.
Optimal Rowing Club.
Pull, stroke. No, I'm having one. Trying to keep up with his commentary box, I certainly am. Right, Roy's back in 8th position after going off the track, and here comes Jonathan Jones going for P2 with a super duper move round the outside. Oh, that's brilliant! Novak didn't see what was coming there. He's going to try and come back on the inside line to 9. Rinse. Nope, can't get through there. And here comes Hartley. Oh, that's late for Hartley.
Yeah, very late.
He touched it. He touched it there. Yeah.
I think he sort of spooked him off the track. Just the threat of someone going alongside.
Whoa. Hartley here's the inside, and here comes, is that Gray on the inside? Yeah, Gray's him through.
Erkan has joined this battle from wherever on earth he started.
I've lost position. He was 10th a lap ago. He set the first lap. No, he was 11th a lap ago.
I think he started last.
He did again, didn't he? Yeah. Because it was reverse grid, so... Oh, my word. Now to the braking zone 3. Well, I have... I'm not giving up with what this race is, but it's a bit like trying to predict a hurricane. Look at that. Your day, a happy day.
It is if you're Mike Bell.
Yes.
Yes.
2 out of 3 wins of the championship lead to go from Silverstone.
Well,
how is Erkan 6th? I've never... Go on,
He's
Thomas.
about to be 5th.
Oh, for God's sake.
and it's sunny now.
Oh, yes, it is. With 4 minutes.
Smooth weather transition.
Oh, Erkan.
He can't get through there.
Novak through. He's going to try though, isn't he?
I don't even know how you guys even come up with this all the time.
Completely off the
Amazing.
cuff.
Oh, Novak wide.
And there goes, through on the inside, goes Gray back to 4th position. And Schumann now coming back through with Seifert and Harteg in 9th. Ellis in 10th place, by the way, on that little go around. Bell leads by 5.7 seconds to Jones. And here's Scott Sobick in 15th position. For
Get quite a bit less.
yeah. The spray's stopping, isn't it? You're right.
So maybe
Nice.
Chris English can pull a 50-second gap now to win this thing.
2 laps.
Our factor bugs and the track just goes bone dry.
I wouldn't put it past it.
I wouldn't. We've had numerous problems with this game, haven't we? Scott Sovic now 15th. Horton trying to come back round the outside. It's going to be bold. Go on, cut back. Do you know, sometimes you just want to take a hammer to these cars and go like, just go on, go through. Go on, late, brake. Oliver's going to go through. Oops! Oh, hang on a minute.
It's car wide.
Hello there.
That's Novak just coming back through. Okay, so he's dropped down now. Gray's 4th. Erkan is up to 5th, and he's about to be 4th. You read that right. And he's going through. Gray's on the inside. Erkan's got the outside line. They're bumping. And he's off the track. He's still got
You
the
don't
power.
want to be on the outside here.
Oh, and he's made
Yeah.
contact. Yeah, he's going to cut back, isn't he? He's going to do the cutback.
Yeah, he's got that.
Oh,
Go on, Erkan.
on
He's
the
got
inside,
him.
That's it.
Oh, well, I think Erkan's going to be absolutely fantastic.
Can he catch the 3 seconds to Harvey in 2 laps?
Yes.
I guess if someone can, it's Arthur Erkan seeing what he can do.
Who can? Erkan. Ooh,
And there goes Oliver Newman.
that was a move.
Pass the fast far check. Well, this is looking good for Bell. Jones in 2nd, Hartley 3rd, Erkan 4th.
Jones catching up to Bell, by the way.
I think English is now starting to show some pace.
He is. He's closing in, isn't he? 6 tenths behind Zolt Stanex.
It might be a little late for him in the race, but
Better to show development now than later. As well. Yeah, he came packing.
there's no spray.
Yeah, he's all
online.
confident. No spray, you're right. Yeah, it's only offline now, so online is dry. So the driver's now going to be sticking their heads out the car, spitting to keep their tyres alive. And there goes Ellis slipping up the inside on Kiss. shut the door. Kiss cut the corner, didn't he? I was just wondering where was Ellis going to go. He had nowhere else to put the car. Go on. Risk it for an Austrian. I don't know. Sound of Music joke? Somebody? I don't know any of those.
I'm not that cultured.
I don't know. Which one was Edelweiss? I don't know. Stefel's going through on the his side.
It's just the man in the high castle.
I'm trying to work it. I'm trying to think now. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. They're going these sides.
A very interesting line.
And Stefel's just completely cut in the corner, and he's gone through.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not. No.
Cricket. That's not cricket.
That's definitely not cricket. That's going to be a penalty.
Well,
Schumann. Go on, Thomas.
luckily for us too, Josh, we don't have to put up with this after race stuff, right, Nick? Don't want to switch with you.
Anyone fancy doing some stewards' decisions?
I'll take some. That'll be quite funny. I'm a
Just
ruthless
give everyone-
team.
Just give everyone a 10-second penalty, and then it will be the same.
Oh, look at this little
so
battle. Seaford, Schumann, and Hartag as well coming through. I'm a ruthless dictator. Just to let you know. I would literally penalise everyone. Checker flag's going to be out this lap, by the way, for Bell to take 2 out of 3. So Hunter's BS team will take the top here, as is the common abbreviation. As Schumann's going to literally try and little tag on the inside of Seaford there, try to send to the next shipping town as well. Well, the question was asked, how do you solve a problem like Mike Bell? Unfortunately, you can't. He's done everything correctly in race 3. He'll take a checker flag to win 2 out of the 3 races. As Jeffrey Ellis will have the second one. And now just a little bit more drama. I don't think Schumann's going to make the move there, unfortunately. Mike Bell exits the last corner and dominates the weekend. 2 out of 3 races and the leader of the title. This is going to be a long, fun season. Jones is second, Hartley third. Erkan will come home fourth. Look at Schumann going to the line. Can he get ahead of Seaford and cross it? No. 6th, Seaford. Schumann 7th. Hartag 8th. Novak 9th. Kiss is in 10th position. Maybe Newman's going to be 15th. Ahead of Scott Sovic.
That's
Yes.
close.
Well, you know, Olivia Newman, he always likes getting physical.
Well, Scott Sovic with his broken brake pedal, he did pretty well for someone who couldn't stop.
Well, you know how it is. Even though without got a brake pedal, you can just kamikaze into people, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Chris
I think you've
English,
read the driver's manual.
yes, I have. Yeah, Chris English, a fine effort on the dries, but unfortunately, it was just a little bit too wet. He's turned up with the wrong equipment.
Well, I think what he did was get a Ferrari strategy guy.
Yeah. I can't say that. Yeah. Unfortunately, just reference back to the OnlyFans, he's turned up with a basic subscription and needed the plus.
Oh. The fact that you know so much about OnlyFans makes me worried.
I don't know anything, to be fair. That's me making it up as I go along. I presume there's like a price plan.
Do some research afterwards.
Yeah, I will. I'll just Google right now. Nick, why are you already on it?
I've got to go.
Bye.
Okay.
Have fun.
That's how you fund this up. Okay, race 3 finishes with Mike Bell fastest, with Jonathan Jones in second. Louis Hartley is in third. Arda Erkan pressing everybody up into 4th place. Luca Gray is in 5th position. Roy Seaver in 6th. Peter Schumann 7th. Oliver Hartag is on in 8th. William Novak 9th. And Tibor Kiss rounding out the top 10. Further down, Jeffrey Ellis in 11th position after race 2, couldn't capitalise on a reverse grid. Started and finished in the same place. Michael Steffel in 12th. Nathan Howard is 13th. Davide Zanini is in 14th. Oliver Newman 15th. Scott Sovac 16th. Andy Horton is in 17th. Gabor Vajek is on in 18th. Chris English on the dries, 19th, ahead of Zolt Stanex is on in 20th. And then we had Thomas Savagné in 21st. Out of the race was Thomas Abascal, Thomas Brown, Chris Hood, and James Smashagale retiring in 2 of the 3 races as well.
Bad day to be called Thomas.
Really bad day, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Thomas!
The Hunter Bird covering in the background there, by the way. Just completely going Tokyo Drift on this one.
How did you make the rest?
So Scott fixed his pedals. He put a rucksack behind the pedals so they couldn't slide away from him. Are we doing some interviews?
Yeah, let's see what we got around. Little did Scott know that in that bag was actually a head, and he's just been squashing it for 5 laps as well.
Or is that lunch?
The Britney Spears approach. Oh, everyone's probably too young to remember that Britney Spears thing. Am I? Anybody? Is it just me? Am I that young? Am I that old?
Can't say I'm a big Britney Spears fan.
Oh, she dropped the baby. Do you remember? No? So it's Madonna you've got to be scared of as well. Right. Everyone's back into the pits. Let's see if anyone's going to be around for some interviews, which is always the fun part as the track goes silent. Mike Bell!
Let's drag him in.
I can't drag him in. There we go. Mike Bell. Hello, Mike. Can you hear me?
Hi, I can, yes.
2 out of 3 races. How did you do that?
Not bad, wasn't it? No, I think honestly, the first race, when I saw the ballast tables come out, and I knew I was going to be lighter than like 75% of the grid, I thought, you know what, I can probably do something here. So I'll use my soft tires and just basically hope for good quality, and then let the rest sort itself out. Which it did. Didn't fall too far back in race 2, which I think in my head I was thinking if I could finish like maybe 6th or 7th, that'd probably be about as best as I could hope for. But I guess it all kicked off behind. I heard a few panic screams from the teammates further back. So I'm guessing it kicked off a bit and
a half.
I don't know where I ended up. I think I finished like 5th, but like I was in 4th for so long, and when Andy came out to me, I just was like, wow. I got nothing. And then Tibor caught me at the end, and I managed to hold him off. And then race 3, I feel like it's just the start was just absolute chaos. I mean, I'm thankful I've got a couple of years under my belt in real life karting, so I've had my fair few rain race starts and surprise rain race starts as well. So it wasn't really that much of a panic. Just made a few clicks on the setup that I thought I thought, oh, that will make sense. Let's do that. In the minute we had, and got onto the track. Had a worldie of a start. I think got like 3 people off the line, and I'm coming up on down to like turn 4, or I think it's turn 4 on the exit there, and Oliver's up alongside me, and at once we said some things that about what was going on in front that would mean we'd have to put some money in the swear jar, but the polite version will be like, goodness gracious, they're 4 wide in front of us. Oh dear.
No, we've gone past all that now. We've been talking about OnlyFans. You can think you're fine.
I'll try and keep some manner of decorum. But yeah, and then just ended up in the lead, and I guess they were fighting behind me because I pulled a gap. I was trading fastest laps with a couple of people further down the grid for a while. And then I just hit sort of a bit of a certain wetness percentage where I guess my brain just turned into a potato, and like I wasn't like, the track was drying, but I wasn't going any faster, and I could see the fastest lap tumbling. I could see the guys behind me had started to take chunks out of me. So I thought, you know what, my best bet here, just forget going for speed, just get it to the line and don't fall off the track, and yeah, it worked out all right.
I think you've done a brilliant race as well, 2 out of 3, and race 2 was brilliant commentary, joy as well. So go watch that one back. Boys in the box, anything to add before we leave?
So, Mike, what exactly did you change about the car for the rain?
Put some wing on, move the brake bias, just like typical kind of one size fits all wet weather changes. Decided to try and go up a bit on the tire pressures in the hope that would help, because I know it works in real life, and I just sort of took a guess. Other than that, I left it largely the same because I knew how it handled in the dry. was fairly like okay. It wasn't stable as such, but like it was drivable. And so I thought, well, if I give it a bit more downforce and move the brake bias, so I was moving the brake bias all race to try and actually find a happy medium to avoid just locking up.
You saw that in race 2?
Was that sorry?
You saw that in race 2. You locked up quite a bit.
Yeah, that I think was to do with the extra weight. So I had an absolutely rubbish Silverstone. I got quite unlucky. I think I was in the lead at points, and I was 17th at points. So it was a bit of a yo-yo affair, but that meant I didn't come in with that much ballast. So all my testing was done with like either, I joined the server and then I got the weight put on me, so I never had more than 9 kilos. And then I coming into race 2 with the full whack, and I guess I went a bit too far on the brakes. So every time I hit a bump, it was just locking up like crazy.
I presume you have direct drive wheels as well.
No, I don't. I'm just running on a trusty G920. So.
Oh, well, you're going to be you're good then, because we're worried about the drivers when we get to Long Beach as well. There's going to be a few broken wrists, so that's gonna be good.
Hopefully not. But I have heard it go. Was teammates with a guy a couple of years ago, broke his wrist going around the top of Bathurst, and that was funny. It was in the middle of a Bathurst 500 V8 supercar race with co-drivers, and 9 laps in, and he hits the water skyline and just tweaks his wrist.
See,
and
this is why they're dangerous.
And the dipper.
Yeah, this is why they're dangerous. I don't see why we have them. Okay, Nick, anything?
The hamster in my brain is passed out, so let me later.
I know that feeling.
No worries. Mike, thank you very much for joining us up in the box. An amazing race from you this weekend.
No problem. Glad to provide some entertainment.
And a half. Yes.
Can't
Okay.
wait to maybe actually drive besides you in Long Beach. The one round I actually want to drive in this and not just commentate.
Oh, what, in one of the Inspinities?
Yes, probably.
Inspinity.
I prefer driving with Hunter Bird because I'm already with the team, as you might know, in the endurance side.
We'll throw you in somewhere.
Yeah, I think Hunter Birch might have a surprise driver for the next round, so I'll let you guys figure that one out. When
is it Kelly PK?
Oh, how did you know? The secret's out in the open.
Damn! The surprise is ruined. We did so well hiding that as well. No, it's Max Verstappen, so watch out, Mike. He might take you out at turn 1 if you don't let him go through. He's straight on.
It's not like that. It didn't happen a couple of times at Silverstone.
Hey, maybe that's why he actually locked up into that driver. He just saw Kelly come into the shot.
Ooh!
He forgets to brake at the source. Anyway, this is our calendar. 10th of August. You can join us at Donington Park as we head back to the UK for the British Touring Car Championship. It's well, they're just the Touring Car Championship now, anyway. Then on the 31st of August, we go to the Sachsenring as well. In Germany.
Been rescheduled. It's the 7th of September now.
Yes, so it's a week earlier for round 5 of the season. Round 6, Long Beach, 28th of September. That's going to be a lot of fun. Round 7, 12th of October at Brands Hatch. And round 8 is in the 26th of October at Willow Springs in America. Very, very famous track as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I think also my first commentary on a Willow Springs ever. I've done the track in numerous times, but I don't think I've ever commentated on it. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, definitely. Okay. My thanks to Thomas and to Nick. And if you want to find Nick Homewood's OnlyFans account, it's Nick's at Home with Wood on OnlyFans. And you can find that as well to go forward. Sorry, I couldn't. Okay. My thanks to Thomas, my thanks to Nick, thanks to Mike for popping up in the box as well, and my thanks to Pascal for the cameras. We'll see you next time out at Donington Park on the 10th of August as well, with probably some new sponsors. So we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.